All right, welcome. Today we are opening up the ultimate study guide for anyone who's serious about Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG. You know, if you're building with AI, you have to know what's under the hood. So let's pop it open and take a look. So here's our game plan. First, we'll set the stage, make sure we're all on the same page. Then we'll meet our 5 key contenders. We'll split them into 2 groups, the all-rounders and the specialists. And finally, the main event, the final ranking, to see who really comes out on top for RAG effectiveness.
Okay, let's get right into it. The first chapter in any good study guide is all about nailing the fundamentals, right? So let's set the stage for success.
I want you to think about it like this. When you build a powerful RAG application, you're essentially building a high-performance vehicle. And the engine that powers that whole thing? Well, that's your embedding model. It's that crucial.
So what exactly is an embedding model? You can think of it as a special kind of translator. It takes human language, all its nuance and complexity, and turns it into numbers, or what we call vectors, that a machine can actually understand. And these vectors capture the meaning, the semantic vibe of the text. So the AI knows that, say, company earnings report is super close to quarterly financial results, even though the words are totally different. This is how AI really gets it. Okay, so now that we've got the basics down, let's meet the stars of today's study guide. These are 5 of the hottest, most talked about embedding models out there right now. We're going to be looking at BGE-M3, Mxbai-embed-large, Nomic-embed-text, Granite-embedding, and Snowflake-arctic-embed. Each one has its own personality, its own strengths and weaknesses. Think of this as us looking at the player stats before we draft our fantasy team.
Now we're going to split our analysis into 2 groups. And first up, we have the all-rounders. These are the versatile powerhouses, the models you can basically throw at almost any problem and get some pretty great results.
And our first all-rounder is BGE-M3.
Honestly, if you're looking for the Swiss Army knife of embedding models, this is it. This thing was built for multifunctionality from the get-go.
Just look at the specs. BGM3 is a beast at both multifunctionality and multilinguality. And you see that context length? 8192 tokens? That's huge, perfect for chewing through long documents. But its absolute killer feature is hybrid retrieval. It blends keyword search, what we call sparse retrieval, with meaning-based search, or dense retrieval. It's the best of both worlds, and that's a total game changer for accuracy.
So, what does this actually mean for you? It means you can build some unbelievably robust systems. You could spin up a Q&A bot that works in over 100 languages. You can literally feed it an entire book, and it'll find exactly what you need. It's the model you reach for when your problem is complex, and you just need one tool to do it all. Okay, our second all-rounder is Mxbai-embed-large. Now, while BGE-M3 is all about maximum versatility, Mxbai has a different goal. It's built to find that perfect sweet spot between top-level performance and pure efficiency. A quick look at its specs shows that Mxbai is laser-focused on high-quality English embeddings. Its context length is a tighter 512 tokens, which is great for more focused sentence-level work. And its key feature is just wow. It packs performance that tops the leaderboards into a package that is surprisingly small and incredibly efficient. This focus makes it an absolute monster for semantic search. Finding things based on meaning, not just keywords. It's also awesome for things like text classification and clustering. And because it's so efficient, it's just a fantastic general-purpose RAG model that can work on all kinds of projects, no matter your hardware limitations.
So let's put them head-to-head. You've got BGM3, the versatile multi-tool you grab for those really complex, multilingual jobs with huge documents. And then you have Mxbai-embed-large, the balanced performer that's your go-to when you need top-tier quality and high efficiency for English semantic search. 2 amazing all-rounders, but they really shine in different scenarios.
All right, let's shift gears to our next category, the specialists. These are the models that don't even try to do everything. No, instead, they are designed, they are fine-tuned to excel at one very specific thing. And they do it better than just about anyone else.
First up for the specialists, we have Nomic-embed-text. If your project involves really, really long documents, I'm talking legal contracts, dense financial reports, academic papers, Nomic was basically designed with you in mind. Its superpower is handling massive context. And its spec sheet proves it. It's got that same 8192 token context length we saw earlier, built for long-form text. But check this out. Its key feature is that it's fully open source. The weights, the code, the data, it's all available. For transparency and for anyone wanting to build custom solutions, that is a huge deal. Next up in our specialist lineup is Granite-embedding. And this isn't just one model, it's actually a whole family of them. And they're built for a very specific type of user, the enterprise.
Granite's whole thing is enterprise applications, and critically, compliance. Its key feature is something that will make corporate legal teams breathe a huge sigh of relief. It was trained on permissively licensed data. That means big companies can build powerful RAG systems with their own sensitive business data without getting tangled up in legal or licensing nightmares.
And our final specialist is Snowflake-arctic-embed. So what if your main concern isn't long documents or enterprise compliance? What if you're all about pure, unadulterated efficiency? What if you're on a tight budget or you need responses that are just lightning fast? Well, that's exactly where Arctic comes in.
Arctic's entire reason for existing is to give you high efficiency at a really low computational cost. It's optimized for both speed and accuracy, which makes it the perfect pick for any project that has super strict deadlines or tight budget. It's proof that you don't always have to spend a ton of money to get top quality results.
Okay, we've studied the all-rounders, we've examined the specialists, we've seen their stats, their best applications. Now it is time for the final chapter of our study guide, the ultimate effectiveness scorecard for RAG. This is the big one. This is the question we've been building up to this whole time. When it comes to the specific, demanding task of retrieval augmented generation, how do these models really stack up against each other? Let's find out. Taking the bronze medal is Nomic-embed-text. For any RAG application that absolutely lives or dies on its ability to understand long, complicated documents, Nomic is the undisputed leader. That massive context window makes it indispensable for those very specific but very important use cases.
In second place, grabbing the silver, is Mxbai-embed-large. This model earns this spot because of its incredible, almost perfect balance of top-tier quality and efficiency. For most general-purpose RAG tasks, especially in English, it delivers state-of-the-art results without needing a supercomputer to run. A truly fantastic and balanced performance. And taking the gold medal, our top-ranked model for overall RAG effectiveness is BGE-M3. Its unmatched versatility is really the deciding factor here. The power to do hybrid retrieval, to support over 100 languages, and handle long documents just makes it a true all-in-one powerhouse. If you're building the most complex, most robust RAG pipelines imaginable, BGE-M3 is, for now, the king of the hill.
And that brings us to our final scorecard, the cheat sheet you've been waiting for. BGE-M3 is your champion for those complex, multilingual pipelines. Mxbai is your go-to for high-quality general RAG. Nomic is your expert for long documents. And hey, let's not forget our specialists. Granite is for when you need enterprise-level compliance systems, and Arctic is for when your budget and your stopwatch are the bosses. The most important lesson here is this: the best model is always the one that's best for your project.
So, we've covered the specs, the applications, the final rankings. The perfect engine for your project is out there waiting for you. Now that you have the study guide, the only question left is, what amazing thing are you going to build? Thanks for tuning in.